Well, I think we're coming to you from the bridge of the Enterprise once again, or am I spilling the beans?
I think you've spoiled the omelet, is what you
Spoil the omelet. You are riding high again, and it must seem as if you're a jockey on board a winner. You've seen it with audiences by now, haven't you?
You know, the truth of the matter is, as we speak, and it'll change tonight, I haven't seen the film at all.
Really?
Really. And usually in a film of this magnitude and the kind of locations we were on, you usually do a lot of dubbing your voice, syncing to stuff that didn't work. There was too much noise or something. There was very little of that. So I haven't seen more than a minute of film.
But you can get a feeling about a film, can't you, in advance, even before you've seen a foot of it?
Well, certainly from the reaction of people like yourself and who preceded you, there is a great deal of enthusiasm. It's very heartening.
Because it has been exactly 20 years since the series began, I was wondering if you could give us a sense of contrast when in 1966 you first entered the set of the Enterprise, and now, when a seasoned traveler in this series, you're back again. Could you give us a sense of the contrast between one time and now? That was then, this is now.
Well,
what happened at first? Apprehensions? Uncertainties?
I'm trying to recall how I must have felt. I was a callow youth, you know.
In the best poetic tradition.
Right. And I remember being very excited and very nervous about the success of the series that was going to go on the air some months after we started filming. Also, the set was very strange to us. Here we were in essentially a circle with a raised platform behind, and they were made up of pie-like sections that could be separated so we could get a camera in and shoot it.
Pit group furniture or something.
It really was. And so how it all worked and what to do and where to walk, and it was all very strange and new and different.
Not to mention the costumes.
And you couldn't go out for lunch. Otherwise, lunch would show in the costumes. So it was all very nervous-making. Now, coming on the set in these films, we know how the set works. We know what to do. We know, and don't know about lunch. But it is more the season thing.
How about William Shatner now? What has been the difference in you between 20 years ago and now? How do you see yourself as an actor over that intervening period?
I probably am less sure of myself now.
Just the reverse of what I might have thought.
I probably don't like what I do more. I probably know that I don't know. I know that I don't know.
Is that important to achieve that kind of?
Well, I think what happens for me in the aging process is not only as an actor but as a human being, I begin to realize that we don't know anything. We don't know anything. We make a few discoveries in science, like how a molecule works, but even then we're not quite sure. But where that molecule leads us to opens up another mystery. So the mystery of myself as an actor and what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, I don't know.
This is precisely what science fiction writers do, remind us of how little we know, actually. I'd never thought to compare him with an actor.
Well, every human being is a microcosm. It's true. Maybe in 300 years from now, when Star Trek's supposed to take place, we'll know more. I mean, if we knew how the universe operates, would we know everything?
Among the ranks of science fiction writers and fans, traditionally, have been concerns for ecology, protection of animals, things like that. A very wise core to this film, therefore, I think.
I think so.
Tell us a little bit about the genesis of that. Did that come full-blown from the writers, or did some of that develop?
Leonard Nimoy and Harve Bennett came up with the idea of going back in time and needing a device to go back in time for something. I don't think I better tell you anymore.
Okay. I'll tell you what, after 20 years, you may know less, but we know more about how much we enjoy Star Trek.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Star Trek 4 from Los Angeles for KCTV5, I'm John Tibbetts.